Alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear humanity, I've come again today on the 16th day of February 2024. And we are looking at Islam, the beautiful religion of Islam, or the most holy, beautiful religion of Islam. And as I usually do, I'll send my salutation to every one of you around the world. It doesn't matter which time zone you are in. My salutation is an open salutation, which is Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear humanity, we are going to look at Islam and the most holy, beautiful religion of Islam, as well as focusing the entire discussion or interpretation of the ayahs of the Holy Quran on women, young women and mothers, and the girl child, because the girl child, mothers and women, young women, are very, very special creations who were kind of honored by Allah, the most holy, glorified Allah, honored every woman with the beauty to carry and raise children, to produce offspring, to produce children. Because men and women on this planet are produced of a woman. Men and women on this planet are all born of a woman. And that is like that. It will always be like that. And I pray that every young girl, every mother, and every young woman understands the true religion of their bodies. As I said, we are looking at the episode or the interpretation of the ayah of Islam, and its beauty is mainly towards women, young women, mothers, and the girl child. Dear mothers, dear young women, dear the girl child, this interpretation of the ayah of Islam to you as a little girl or a mother or a young woman on planet Earth. Islam is the most holy, beautiful religion from which every woman, every girl, every man was created. And as we say that we are going to focus, I'm going to focus on women and mothers, the young women and girls, or the girl child. Dear mothers, dear young women, dear the girl child, you are a very, very special creation of a human being. A creation that Allah honored by giving you the task and the beauty of which you are the only creation in the creation between a man and a woman that you are allowed to carry a womb as a female creation. You are allowed to carry a creation in your body which is either a little boy or a little girl. That is a honor, because it's very special task too. It's a task that keeps human being on planet Earth in line with the continuation of the survival of mankind or creation of human beings. So, with that task, Allah honored and made a woman one of the greatest and the most well explained interpretation of the religion of Islam. Allah honored and made a woman, every part of a woman, every body of a woman, explains in great detail the interpretation or the beauty of the most holy, beautiful religion of Islam. Dear mothers, dear young women, dear the girl child, your body, the moment you arrive on this planet as a baby girl, that moment begins a journey that Allah has blessed, Allah has given beauty in all directions, in all sections of planet Earth, or in all corners of planet Earth. Because when you are born, or when you come out of your mother's womb, as a baby girl, there's one thing that I should remind you to confirm to you, that you are all living Muslims on planet Earth, and all women are Muslims. When you come out of your mother's womb, Allah accompanies you with a code, a signature, a proof and evidence that indeed you are a Muslim. That evidence is the word that that comes out of your mouth when you arrive on planet Earth from your mother's womb. The first word that comes out of your mouth is the most holy, beautiful name, Allah. Though on planet Earth, human beings today, they cannot understand those interpretations or those ayahs, because when a child comes out of the womb of a woman, human beings in modern times, they think that a child is crying. My people, all young mothers and young women and the girl child, when a child comes out of the mother's womb, is commanded by Allah to say that Allah, 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 because that is the most holy, beautiful name in the universe. The little girl sounds as if she's crying. To those who are around, she sounds as if she's crying. Or the people in modern times say a child is crying after she has come out of her mother's womb. No, she's not crying, because she has never used her tongue to speak any word. Allah created a special holy signature in the throat of every human being. That signature, that holy signature in the throat of a human being, directs and commands the child to say Allah, 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 but in a tone that the child testifies the most holy, beautiful name Allah, in a whatever that human beings think that the child is crying, but because she has never used her tongue to say any word. And as it's that Allah commanded her that as soon as you come out of your mother's womb, you should mention this name, which is the name Allah, 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 because that is the most holy, beautiful name in the universe. That's the most holy, holy, beautiful name in the universe. And because the baby has to say that name or to call that name so that her mother can hear and register that name, that holy name in the center of the brain of the mother who has carried the child for 9 months. Because in the center of the brain of a woman, Allah created a very, very special something that the voice, that special whatever place in the brain of a woman recognizes the name, the most holy, beautiful name, Allah. Because when the child says Allah, 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 the mother will, that name will register in the brain. And as soon as it registers in the brain, the center of the brain of a human being, or the mother who has carried that baby for 9 months, that mother will release milk, what we call milk, and then she'll be able to feed the baby that has arrived on the planet or who was in her womb. Because when the baby was in the womb, she did not know how the mother looks like. And the mother who carried the womb did not know how the baby looks like. But the baby knew Allah. When she was in the womb, the only friend she had in the womb, inside her mother's womb, was Allah. The most holy, glorified, almighty Allah. When she was in the womb, Allah molded her, built her from a cloth, a blood, what we call a human egg, from which a baby is created. My people, you cannot look at that egg with a naked eye. You cannot recognize that this is the egg from which a child is created, or a human being is created. But Allah makes sure that He protects, He molds from a cell, an egg in a woman's womb, and makes it, and commands it, and builds it, and creates it, and molds it, until it becomes a living baby in the womb of a woman. Until the day she arrives on planet Earth. That's why I told you, when a baby is in the womb, the only friend she has in the womb when she's in her mother's womb is Allah, the most holy, glorified Allah, because it's Allah who created every human being on this planet. And it's Allah who creates and who created whatever that you human beings place your eyes on. It's Allah who created your mother. It's Allah who created you. It's Allah who created each and everything that you can think of that has living motion. So my people, we are looking at Islam and Allah, the most holy, beautiful religion of Islam. Because I wanted to show you that you are all living Muslims on this planet, and especially you as a young girl, you as a young woman, you as a mother. Islam is the religion, or Islam is the religion of your body. Because at the moment you arrive on planet Earth, we see that the first statement that comes out of your mouth is the most holy, beautiful name, Allah. As well as mentioning that name for Allah to your mother. Sometimes when women are giving birth, it's not easy. Sometimes some women, they kind of lose consciousness. Some women, when they are in the process of pushing the baby to come out of their womb, they become unconscious. But Allah is very wise. Allah is the most holy, glorified Allah. And Allah is wise, the wisest of the wise, and the creator, and the most holy, glorified Allah. Because as soon as the baby comes out of the mother's womb, she makes a noise. Because in case a mother has become unconscious, the noise that baby makes kind of will register in the brain of the mother, and she'll come out of the unconsciousness, so that she welcomes the baby that has arrived or has come out of her womb. Medically, they'll tell you, people who do medicine or who are in presence when a woman is giving birth, they tell that giving birth to a child is not easy. It's not easy. So, as I said, when the mother is in the process of pushing the baby to come out of her womb, sometimes the women, they become unconscious. They become unconscious, and as soon as the child comes out of the womb of a woman, Allah commanded that child, as soon as you come out of your mother's womb, just make a noise out of your mouth and mention my name, the most holy, beautiful name, Allah, which is a name of life, a name that gives life to everything on this in the universe. So as soon as the child comes out of the womb as a baby, she says, Allah, Allah, Allah. In case the mother is unconscious, when she has the child calling that name of Allah, or trying to the child to try to register her presence or her arrival to the mother, that name of Allah, the most holy, beautiful name Allah, will call kind of make her to come out of unconsciousness. So that's how beautiful this most holy, beautiful religion of Islam is. So we are going to look again at exactly what is the relationship, the beauty that makes a girl child the most whole beautiful creation on planet Earth in terms of human beings, and why Allah honored the female creation. Allah gave beauty to a woman. A woman has what we call a frequent spouse of life, or a frequent spouse of Islam, the religion, the most holy, beautiful religion of Islam, in her body. And that spouse of a frequent spouse of life, or the frequent spouse of Islam, the religion of Islam, is that which what is registers her woman, a baby girl, into one of the greatest and the most, it honors a baby girl with the beauty that she will always be approached in a way that everyone who comes across such a creation as a female creation, the first thing they would say, how beautiful, she is very beautiful, very beautiful. That's not only that, the frequent spouse of life, or the frequent spouse of Islam in a woman's body, is also the frequent spouse in the entire universe, the frequent spouse of life, because Islam is, or is life on planet, or life is a religion. Life is a religion, and that religion is Islam. Life is a religion, and that religion is Islam, or life is a religion, and that most holy, beautiful religion, which is life, is Islam. So, my people, when we look at the beauty that Allah has, and how He has honored the girl child, or the young women or mothers, that in the body of a woman there is what we call a frequent spouse of life that makes has programs for that girl to grow and become a mother when she reaches the age that is able to produce or to carry a womb and produce another creation in order to keep the continuation of life of mankind, of human beings on planet Earth in continuation. So Allah has made everything, He created everything with evidence, proof, and beauty. Allah on the planet Earth says that there is what we human beings call the moon. The moon is the nearest celestial body to planet Earth. When you talk about the celestial body, every one of you understands what the moon is. When the night comes, there is a moon in the sky and stars. But the moon is the most closest or nearest celestial body to planet Earth. And the moon has what we call the frequent spouse of Islam, or the frequent spouse of life. Because with the moon being the closest celestial body to planet Earth, where all human beings live, it has that spouse of a frequent spouse of Islam, or the frequent spouse of life, and with it connects to the girl child, because the girl child has extra whatever the frequent spouse of life in her body, and the program, a special program in her body, a special program of Islam in her body, the program of life. So that girl child, the moon, as soon as the girl child touches planet Earth like this, her arrival on Earth will be registered in the frequent spouse of life of the closest celestial object, which is the moon. Or the moon will start a program that every changes or development in that baby girl's life will be managed or recorded and guided by the frequent powers of life or the frequent powers of Islam, and that whatever is managed by the moon, because the moon is the closest celestial body to planet Earth, and planet Earth, for your information, is a Muslim mother too. Planet Earth is a Muslim creation, is a mother of all Muslims, and is a Muslim creation. She prostrates before Allah. So let's go back and see the moon. The moon, as we said, that it has a frequent powers of life, a frequent powers of Islam, that connects to the frequent powers of life in the baby girl, in the girl child, or in the woman. That frequent powers is what records every changes until a girl develops and brings a breast on her chest. When the girl enters a reproductive cycle, where she has developed her breast, and then that is accompanied by what you call a menstrual reproductive cycle. So when that happens, it happens because the moon in the sky has what we call rotational frequency cycles by rotating around the moon, by rotating around planet Earth. When the moon is rotating around planet Earth, it records every development in the baby girl, in the woman creation, whereby it's the moon that calculates that after 28 days or 27 days, the woman will go into her menstrual period. My people, all young women and their mothers, it's the moon that the rotation of the moon around planet Earth, the sequencing rotations of the moon around planet Earth is a whatever that records every changes, every development in a girl child's life, that it counts, it calculates that according to whatever that this girl has kind of developed the breast, and it's now time ready for her to go into her first menstrual reproductive cycle. That happens because the moon contacts the pulse, the frequency pulse of life in a girl child or in a woman every 3 times in every 60 seconds. In every 60 seconds, that is 1 minute, the moon kind of interact with the baby girl or a girl child with the body of a girl child 3 times in 1 minute. Now you can calculate and say a minute, an hour has whatever, and whatever, and so on and so on. How many minutes are in a month, or how many minutes are in an hour, or how many minutes are in a day. But every minute, or 1 single minute, the moon interacts with the body of a woman 3 times. It contacts every red and white blood cell in the woman's body, because the red and white blood cells in the woman's body has the signature of the electrical spasms, that the electrical spasms are the one which interact directly, because there is red and white blood cells. Red and white blood cells are the one responsible for the building every muscle, every function in a woman or in a human being's body. Red and white blood cells are responsible for building every muscle on a woman's body, as well as the men, as well as whatever. But in a woman, we are talking about a woman. When a woman is in the process of whatever we call a reproductive cycle or menstrual cycle, whatever, reproductive, whatever, that is managed by the moon. It's the moon which says, it counts, it calculates, but when it contacts the woman's body every three times in every minute. So it contacts every red and white blood cells. The white blood cells, because they are responsible for building every muscle and all making changes in a woman's body, they have to reply and send a correct information to the moon, And after the moon has registered that, it sends it to the most soul glorified Allah, and the most soul glorified Allah confirms that this is the right information. Let that woman begin her reproductive cycle or menstrual cycle, so that her program to keep the life on planet Earth of human being in continuation. So when that happens, a woman, after the moon has got all the information it wants, it will send it to Allah, and Allah will immediately send it back to the moon, and the moon will kind of trigger off a menstrual period, a monthly menstrual period of every woman. That tells you that the region of your body as a woman on this planet, or as a young girl, a most beautiful girl, a beautiful girl, then the region of your body is Islam. Then the region that manages your menstrual cycle and all changes in your body is Islam. So, my people, that's why I told you in the beginning that Allah has honored a woman or the female creation as with honors that He has tasked a woman to manage and look after whatever the offspring that she brings on this planet. When a woman gets pregnant and becomes also, that enters a different phase, because we in the universe is the entire universe is religion is Islam. The religion of the sun in the sky is Islam. The religion of the moon is Islam. The religion of planet Earth is Islam. The religion of the water you drink on planet Earth is Islam. So when a woman or a mother becomes pregnant, first of all, planet mother Earth has a very big stake in the pregnancy that a woman is carrying. The moon in the sky has a very big stake, because we've seen that it manages the reproductive menstrual cycles of a woman. That is the moon which says, according to this calculation, the woman is on this after 27 days, the woman can go into a menstrual period or menstrual cycle period or reproductive menstrual cycle period. By that, the moon knows that a woman's body needs gravity reproductive dynamics that are in balance with, or are in par, or in kind of a balance whatever with the gravity reproductive dynamics of planet Earth, gravity reproductive dynamics of the moon, gravity reproductive dynamics of the sun in the sky, and gravity reproductive dynamics of the solar system on which planet Earth is, as well as the gravity reproductive gravity dynamics of 7 galaxies near to the solar system of planet Earth. Because a woman, when she's pregnant, she enters a program whereby her body is interacting with the 7 near galaxies as well as the solar system of planet Earth, but the 7 near galaxies are in a constant interaction in order to stabilize, to condition the creation that is taking place in the womb of a woman. So all those whatever that program is a very, very special program that was given to women as a honor and a honorable task to keep the life of human beings on planet Earth in continuation. My people, my mothers, my sisters, my young women, my the girl child. When you come across this video, listen to it and then forward it to every other woman or other girl out there, so that they know what the true religion of their bodies is. Because it was extraordinarily explained to you through the religion, the most beautiful holy religion of Islam was extraordinarily explained by Allah in whatever that goes on in your development or your growing up as a child. Until even when you produce children, still that program continues. Because when the child is arrived, you have to protect her, you have to feed her, you have to cook for her, you have to teach her the same religion of Islam as it is. I'm teaching it to you now. Because The religion, how it has been kind of explained to you, the men and women, men who are kind of explaining to you what Islam is to you, they don't include what the great details that I do include in how important it is that you as a mother knows the true religion of your body. Because a man from nowhere will not say, come and say, your body is, they come because their interest is something else. My interest is to protect you, the mothers, and your children from the diseases that are rampaging, are destroying the human race, because men kind of try to show women that this is your whatever. They ended up taking them in either bloodshed, whatever they beliefs, but I'm showing you the true way of a true religion, the very religion that manages your every reproductive cycle in your life. And that reproductive cycle is whereby you become able to produce a child yourself, to have a child, a creation that you call my child. And the child who will be a gay baby girl who will continue the same thing and produce her children herself and call them her children. My people, mothers, girls, young girls, I'm showing you the task, the beauty of the religion that manages every muscle, builds every muscle on your body. Whatever beauty that when you look in the mirror and you see yourself, your face sparkling with fragrances of beauty, that beauty sparkles on your face is this sparkling beauty of the most holy, beautiful religion of Islam. And when you walk as if you are being blown around by a softer grace wind in the whatever, that your body kind of sways with beauty and motions of beauty. When you're walking and everybody says, what a beautiful girl, my young girl. That beauty, that whatever that sways you and pushes you, kind of sparkles in every direction, that every male boy or whatever looks at you, they are kind of, your body is saying to them, I'm Islam, I'm beautiful, I'm Islam, I'm beautiful. And it is in Islam, in the most holy, beautiful religion of Islam, that every human being was created. And in women, Islam is extraordinarily explained in great details. If you women can recover yourself from the bondage of whereby your bodies have been turned into kind of weapons, either to yourselves as a woman or to your children, whereby children contract diseases like cancer at something like 2 years old, 3 years old, up to 8 years, even further than that. You can easily remove that from your whatever and allow the religion that manages and builds every section of every muscle on your bodies and accept the true religion from which you are created. The true religion that manages and brings about what we call reproductive cycles in your life. The true religion is Islam. Islam is the religion of the sun in the sky. Islam is the religion of the moon in the sky. Islam is the religion of every plant that you as a woman that has ever put in your stomach. Islam is the religion of every plant that you've ever placed in your mouth as food. So it's high time, you as a mother, you as a young beautiful girl, you understand that the religion of Islam is what makes up who you are. If you say otherwise, and you say, I will follow the religion of the cross, where they say they murdered the Son of God, whom they call Jesus. Due to they can murder you, because as the present time today, on the 16th of February 2024, if you see it on your TV, you will see that there are children who have been killed by a ballistic missile in Palestine. Why? Because that is a religion of bloodshed. That is the religion of what? Bloodshed, or the belief of bloodshed. If you say you follow that belief of bloodshed, you too can be kind of easily put in the same situation. So I'm showing you the true religion that made your mother go through, get whatever reproductive whatever in her program in her body, conceive and carried you for 9 months and brought you onto this planet. So my little girl, mothers and young ladies, young women, the true religion of your bodies is Islam. The religion of your bodies is Islam. If you follow and love that religion, you will find peace, you will find tranquility in every breath of air that goes into your lungs. My people, mothers, it is Islam that you were created from. It is Islam that you drink as water every other hour, and it is Islam that from what Islam is, you are able to cook or prepare a meal for your children as well as for your so-called husband. It is Islam that whenever you look at in the mirror or the smile, the fragrance of a smile on your baby's face, whatever the smile looks like, how beautiful it is, that is the beauty of Islam. Whenever your husband says to you, you are beautiful. My little girl, my mother, my whatever. That is all the beauty of Islam. I pray that you understand my cry and plea for you as mothers to understand the true religion of your bodies. The religion that constructs and builds every muscle, either on yourself or with the creation that you carry in your womb. And if you find out that what I'm saying is the truth, go and research, read the Quran, study, because it's been commanded by Allah to human beings that do read the Quran, learn what are the rules and what are the divine laws or the divine directions, the directives or divine prescriptions of how to look after your children, to look after your parents, to look after your families, to conduct business from human to human on whatever that is not corrupt to you. It's not corrupt, and you are not corrupt to anybody. You are not hurting anybody, and nobody should hurt you. So, my people, mothers and women and girls, this is, I'm trying to explain to you the religion of Islam, the most holy, beautiful religion from which you were created. And as a woman, as a mother, as a young girl, Islam is what that the moon says that it is, a moon can contact your body 3 times every minute. In 1 minute, a minute has 60 seconds, or an hour has whatever. You can see how Islam is really peculiarly explained in your life. Because every changes, every development, even a slight change of temperature in your body is recorded by the program, the special program in your body, as well as that's the powers or the forest powers of life in the moon, as well as in your mother planet Earth, so that this mother planet Earth has a very big stake in you being healthy, not entering confrontation with the religion in the Islam, which is the religion of your body, and Islam, which is the religion of the sun in the sky, Islam, which is the religion of the moon, as well as everything around you. If you say your religion is different from what I've explained, my young lady, you find problems on this planet. You may find it very hard to rest. You may find it very hard to enjoy anything to eat. You may find it very hard to have children, because the rest of the entire year, whatever that you look at, those creations are Muslim. Their religion is Islam. And to make it clearer, every red blood cell in your body that responds to the Islamic pulse of life, or the pulse of life, in the frequency pulse of life in your body, every red blood cell and white blood cell in your body, as a woman, Islam religion is Islam. So if you turn around and say, I don't like Islam, or I'm fighting Islam, or I'm not a Muslim, you are saying to the very beautiful, or the red and white blood cell in your body, which has made you either look beautiful or whatever, you are saying that red and white blood cell that builds muscle day after day or hour after hour, you are saying that red and white blood cell in your body, that you are in confrontation with the other religion as red, white and blood cells, because you say you are Christian. So what happens? You tell me, what happens if you enter a confrontation with the religion that builds every muscle, that makes you walk as if you are dancing, a dancing queen? What happens? Your body will say, the red, white and blood cells will say, I think this woman is stupid. She's saying she doesn't like Islam. She's saying she's not Muslim. And for your information, when you say you are not a Muslim, the first thing you say, I can drink 4 or 5 bottles of cognac or Jack Daniels, or I can drink champagne. Do you know what the alcohol does to your body, to the red and white blood cells? I'll tell you what happens. When you put alcohol in your body, as soon as alcohol enters your body, the first thing it does, the alcohol toxic gang toxins in alcohol goes and kills every electrical spasm in every red and white blood cell, which causes the entire body, or the entire mechanisms that was able to communicate with the moon, so that the moon calculates what are the changes in your body. That program kind of is cut off as soon as you become drunk, and every electrical spasm in your red and white blood system, red and white blood cell is kind of is killed by alcohol. That program of you connecting to the moon to be able to have normal balanced reproductive and cycles is cut off. So your body is kind of in it has what we call, and this happens, it's real, that when you drink alcohol, the thing that you wake up, you when you go home, you won't be able, when you lie down, you won't be able to stand to wake up, because your head will be pounding with headache. Why? That pounding of headache, hangover, is a symptom, is a diagnosis by your brain that tells you were drunk last night. You drank 5 bottles of cognac, you drank 6 bottles of champagne, and every brain neuron in your brain was kind of put out of action. Your brain was damaged. And for that information you should know as a young woman, Allah has put a law, a holy divine law, which says women and men do not consume alcohol. Do not put alcohol in your bodies. Why? Your body as a woman or as a man, your body as a woman, I'm talking to women now, does not have the mechanisms to remove alcohol, toxic gang toxins from your human body. And the body as a woman does not know how to remove toxin gang from your human body. Any element of alcohol, toxin, and gunk and whatever that you put in your body goes straight into your reproductive system, and it enters the ovaries. The ovaries are where eggs are kept before they get fertilized, so that they get whatever to become babies. So what happens is that the alcohol, toxic, gunk, toxins, they enter the ovaries, and they make themselves what we call a lining of the ovaries. They make a mucus that is the lining of the ovaries, of the ovaries of whatever, of a woman. Every element of toxin, whatever, enters your ovaries and builds up into a mucus that once an egg is placed in that mucus of toxic alcohol toxins, that is like as soon as the egg is placed there, the toxins in there, they will just damage and kind of alter the birth genetic whatever of that egg. And before that, when they in the process of alcohol toxins making themselves aligning your ovaries, that confirms that your genetic structure, your original birth genetic structure, has been altered, which may result into what we call a formation of medical disorders, or which translates that once you are genetically have been altered, your original birth genetics have been altered. That means every organ in your body has a kind of was out of its natural balance, whatever, of birth, the interaction of the hormone with your body. That translates that your genetics have been genetically altered, have been biologically altered due to alcohol, toxins in your body, as well in your ovaries, which translates that every egg that enters your body will be automatically damaged or genetically damaged due to the lining of toxic gunk toxins in the line, which have become the lining of your ovaries, which means the egg that if you get a man and you become, or you conceive and become pregnant, the child that you will be carrying is either genetically, it will be genetically kind of altered, which is she may come with a medical disorder or a medical condition whereby she may have a mild medical disorder or a severe medical disorder, which means you either you have to spend the whole of your life trying to support the child that she needs your support from another person 24 hours, or even if it's mild, you don't need any medical disorders in your children, in your offspring. You need a child who is bubbly, happy, and always happy and vibrant, because her blood cells are fine. They don't have any kind of problem, and such a child cannot easily acquire the mutations of red and white blood cells into cancer tumors. For your information, but once you have alcohol in your body, the original birth balanced genetic kind of illustration of programs in a human body or a woman's body means that if your genetics have been attacked or your red and white blood cells electrospasms have been put out of action, your red and white blood cells can easily mutate and form into cancer tumors, which many of you medically, they cannot explain you this, because some of the medical practitioners are people who consume alcohol themselves. And on top of that, the language of medicine which they practice, they've put it on something, they base it on their interest, not the interest of you as a woman or of you as a creation of the human being. I'm giving you the information, unbiased, clearly from the most holy glorified Almighty Allah, who sends this information, which has, according to the whatever your agencies, health agencies on planet Earth, they have they cross-check their references, and what I'm saying, you find that even you as a woman, you don't have to go to whatever. You just look at your body. How I told you that your body, the moon in the celestial body nearest to us, the moon, interacts with your body 3 times in 1 minute. To be able to check is what are the gravity dynamics that your body needs to renew or to upgrade, to be on par with the gravity dynamics of the reproductive gravity dynamics of the sun in the sky, gravity reproductive dynamics of the moon itself, gravity reproductive dynamics of planet Earth, gravity reproductive dynamics of the solar system, gravity reproductive dynamics of the 7-year galaxies, in case you become pregnant. No medics can tell you that, according to this is what we know. They don't have a clue. There are people who conjecture their way, And their way shows you what is going on. Shedding of blood of 3 little year-old girls in a refugee camp. If that makes sense to you, maybe, I don't know, but for me, I tell you, as a human being, as a young lady, as a mother, you are a very special creation. If someone came out of nowhere and took your child or whatever, tried to harm your child, you would do anything to defend that child. You would do anything to defend that child. And if you let these gangs of men that you see exploding ballistic missiles on little girls in a refugee camp, maybe now it's in Palestine, but do not invite it to be in your country, because if you allow the very system that they are using to export ballistic missiles on little girls, may end up on your table, exploding ballistic missiles in your backyard or in your city or anywhere else, because you should not allow men and women that you've carried for 9 months and tell them, we have to go to war. What war? Fighting 3-year little defenseless girls. And for your information, the most victims of any conflict which involves bloodshed, the most victims of those conflicts are women and their children. And it's you, the women, who carried the child in your womb for 9 months. If you tell your child the true religion, if you know the true religion of yourself as a woman, and that religion is Islam, is the religion of the moon that manages all changes, that brings about all reproductive cycles in your life, then I think it's high time you either accept the true religion of your own bodies and be able to bring up children and teach them not to engage in sadistic beliefs whereby they believe that, they murdered the Son of God. Do you know what that means? Or the way they murdered the Son of God, or they say they murdered the Son of God, or they murdered Jesus? You too, they can explode missiles, like what ballistic missiles, on a defenselessly 3 little girl in a refugee camp. My people, all my mothers, all my young girls, look forward to celebrate the beauty that you have when you smile or when you look whatever in the mirror and you see yourself as double, as lovely, whatever. And enjoy and respect that. Respect the life of who you are. Don't consume alcohol. Don't engage in sadistic whereby you say, I'm a Christian. If I'm a Christian, I can drink 24 bottles of champagne. You are not whatever. You are fighting. You are destroying your entire genetic, electrical spasms and red and white blood cells. You are waging your wonder. In a few years' time, you won't be able to you won't be able to find whatever, because you'll be in what we call a pain store. So my people, I'll kind of close off. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy the knowledge about Islam and your body. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.